Hello, teacher and classmates. We are going to present reading strategies. We are Jose Luis Garcia, Antonio Prieto, and I, Cindy Paula. Introduction to the topic. Uh, Reading is a receptive skill, therefore comprehension of the content is crucial. Also, it is very important to follow a process in order to really digest the information of any text. In this presentation, we will talk about three different strategies that are used in the reading process: check understanding, try to get the content of a text, critical analyze and evaluate the information. This topic is very interesting for me and I like it because personally it helped me to improve my reading because I can put some of these strategies into practice. So please. Okay. Definition of characteristics. Check understanding of the students in to make sure that they have critical enough about the text and get evidence of such comprehension. There are different ways to check understanding. For instance, having the learners answer questions about the text, true or false exercise, and discussion about the topic gives. As Hammer states that the students must read to complete the text by themselves to answer guilty comprehension questions, as well as to practice in a discussion about the text.
Okay, now we have tried to guess the content of the text, which is the second strategy that we are going to talk about. And guessing from context refers to the ability to infer the meaning of any expression using contextual clues. But what means that? Well, these clues may be purely linguistic or situational. We have the linguistic context, the linguistic environment in which a word is used within a text. And also we have situational context, that's extra linguistic elements that contribute to the construction of meaning, may involve background knowledge of the subject. What this amounts to is that learners should be able to infer the meaning of an unknown word using three main elements. The first one is the meaning of vocabulary items that surround it. The second one, the way the word is formed. And number three is background knowledge of the subject and the situation. Okay, we need to take into consideration these three characteristics. Now we have several techniques for guessing. And the first one is synonyms and definitions. We have kingfishers are a group of small to medium-sized brightly colored birds. When he made insolent remarks towards his teacher, they sent him to the principal for being disrespectful. So here we have two synonyms, kingfishers and insolent, okay? Then we have antonym and contrast. And in smart and bold, he loved her so much for being so kind to him. By contrast, he abhorred her mother. And then we have the contrast between love and abhor. Then we have cause and effect. He was disrespectful towards other members. That's why he was sent off and penalized. Then we have parts of speech. Whether the word is a noun, a verb, an adjective, or an adverb, functioning as a subject, a predicate, or an object. And we have some examples. A Trojan is an example of a computer virus. We have word forms, the morphological properties of the word, getting information from affixes, which is prefixes and suffixes, to understand a word. And we have another example of that. This is meaning a not, and less is meaning without. And finally, we have the general knowledge. The French Constitution establishes laicite as a system of government where there is a strict separation of church and state.
Now we continue with the next strategy about reading, which is critically analyze and evaluate the information. It is very important to expose students to a new vocabulary that they will find in the text. By doing so, we are making sure that they critically think about what they are going to read. Like, for example, doing exercises like matching the corresponding description about the new vocabulary. It is crucial because students must really comprehend this new language. If we make sure that the students comprehend the new language and the new vocabulary, we are in a good track because they are going to be able to get the gist of the text. The following activities are examples of how to apply this strategy. So I'm going to go ahead and explain each of them. Please, Pepe. Yeah. All right, with the same category. All right. So keywords exercises. We can have the students exposed to new words that they are going to encounter in the text. This activity, we call it keywords. So the students get curious about it. After they do that, we can have a matching quiz. In the matching quiz, we set up an exercise in which we have several new words that we know that are going to be new for the students. Then we have their corresponding definitions, not in order, of course, so they have to match the word with the definition. We can also include in this part is worth to mention this, that we can have an example in a sentence using these words so they can see it in context. So they can, when they see it in the text, they are familiarized with the word already and they can understand it and critically think about it. Discussion about the topic. After we do that, then we have the students to discuss about the topic. Once they know the words, the text, and they are able to get specific information from the text, especially the gist of it, then they are going to be able to, they are really, they went really deeply into the topic, then they are going to be able to have a debate. Each side of the debate must be able to speak about the topic because they already did a lot of exercises, they did the reading, so they have a pretty good comprehension about the topic at this stage. For example, we can do the top-down strategy in which we have the students read without any worries about anything, just getting the keys, getting the words, getting comprehension of it, and then from there, they can go on. Please, Pepe. Yeah, we get, this is an example of an exercise in which we can have the students exposed to the new language. We can have true, false exercises, for example, just to have a variety of exercises, so they can play with the words. They can work them out, pick them, and then understand them. Please. Next, Pepe, please. Yes, thank you. Thank you. In conclusion, it is impossible to read and comprehend without strategies. It's not possible to read just because I want to read. I need a strategy. It is necessary to reinforce the information about the reading through some exercises in order to get a better understanding. All right, in other words, we need to play with the words, we need to play around with the text and have it in different contexts. We need to take into consideration a glossary and provide as many tools as possible to have a successful outcome. All right, this is our conclusion and this is our presentation. Thank you very much for your attention and our references.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.